Hello, Jalen. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
You're in SB? Yes, no, maybe.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, Jalen, you're the only one here so far. I was doing attendance. I need you to go ahead and take care of the norms and everything else that follows until no student gets here. It's all for points, and it's just mainly reading. Do you still have my slide deck that I gave you last class period? So now I'm going to show you how to go to physics. You have that up and running still?
No, I need it.
Okay. I just gave it to you. What happened to it? You got to bookmark it, man. You can't. Might need it on Friday. All right, so I'm gonna give it to you one more time. That's right. I want you to share your screen so I can see you do it. All right. Open it up. All right. You have an extra computer for automatic shifts to get the bracket. Jalen, I'm waiting for you to share your screen, and I need you to read those norms, okay? Good. Now just click by the fireplace, and it should take you to the norms, Jalen. Click back. There you go. Those norms. Read them. You went too far. There you go.
One had to rush another person in case of a mistake. We would not be having a way to respect ourselves as a squad family. Instead of capping towards showing actual integrity, we keep pride instead of capping selfless. We respect the opinions of others, we respect the culture of the classroom, we have to participate, we have to teach ourselves, peers and teachers, we are here to focus on parents of all second endeavors.
So click once in the middle of the screen. All right. So GGI Townhouse. We start doing this for students every time they get confused on what to do. It's every day. It's mandatory. That should be there. So what you want to do is, if you don't have the link, you can ask any of the teachers or the operations support for the link. You get anywhere from 5 to 10 points for participating in the discussions, and it also helps you out in life. And they also are providing a lot of resources for you. So try to be there and try to be present. Jalen, click on the middle of it. It should transition, and I want you to read. Yep, you went too fast. Wait. No, you're right. You're right. Stay there. Okay, so these Raspberry Pi kits, I can't keep stressing. We need if you need to come up to the school, schedule to get one. Also, if your kid is busted, broken, or whatever the case may be, you have to bring the parts to me, and I will try to get you a swap out kit. So please schedule with the school as soon as can, because next week we will be starting with these kits and the books that come with the kits. You can click on that. Yeah. Oh, you skipped one. There you go. Go ahead, take it.
And within Thursday lunch, go for convenience and home and get other prep for summer classes. Opinions and found coding down market, running code, farm building, coding. Interested, dramatically Nick at 4 p.m.
Okay. All right, read that.
Daily tasks and be able to complete the elaboration SB. Hello, also for yourself to look the class. Instead of SB, you can access all pre-recorded videos of this class. Even are not ready to read by 4 p.m. daily.
Click on SPS for physics. You clicked on computer science. We're not in computer science. You got to start over now. Click on that yellow bar at the bottom. Click on return to home slide. Slow down. You're moving too fast. All right, click on the physics. There you go. Read.
You can be able to determine the order of X and Y for a system equation with two variable using the substitution method. Term there is superposition where there is a disparity.
Very good. Very good. All right, you can stop sharing. Don't forget to use that slide in case you forget what we're doing. All right, so you can stop sharing. I'll take over from here. Kidoki, you can see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go through today's assignment, and you got notes from me, so you got to take your time. I want you to read all of this. I got to put it in 2 sections. It's going to be for 40 points. First, I got to take it in 2 sections. See if this much fits. Okay, 1 moment, a little bit more. All right, Jalen, I want you to start from hello all the way down to Zen.
Hello all. Hello and good day to all physics. Since problems are done in class, essential problems are completed at home. Follow the order pair using the system of vibration via substitution method. Solve the order pair using the system of equation and substitution method. Should all work. You will need to type the steps towards the answer in Google Docs. Also, John's a PDF version. We upload submitted to SB for grading. Please show all steps for calculation towards the final answer in order to receive optimal credit on this assessment. See you at the end.
Jalen, did you read those problems? I think you skipped over them. So read problem 1S.
44 over 2 x 20 over 2 y equal 18. 448 over 4 plus 30 over 2 y equal 12 over 2. 2 is solve for no. 2 over 2 x 4 over 2 y equal 10. 12 over 4 x plus 5 over 2 y equal 12 over 2.
Very good. All right, let me get this for you. Hey, Jalen, I want you to share your screen and then click on the link in the chat, all right? Did you hear me, Jalen? There you go. Oh, it opened for you, eh? Okay. All right. Now I want you to download your own version of this so you can change it. Let's see if it works correctly. Download, save it somewhere. Now I want you to try to open it up on your own. Mhm. Downloads. All right. Where's the document at? Where'd you download it? Oof. Maybe you should have downloaded it to your desktop. You got a lot of garbage in there. Screenshots, crazy. Yep, you found it. Open it up. Mm-hmm. All right. Looks like you're able to edit that, right? Yeah. All right. So I want you to take your zoom in some more so I can see it. Carson, you just slid in here. A little late, my friend. Yeah, mark him present, or rather late. Class starts at 10:10, sir. Let's see. So, Jalen, I want you to read the first part of the strategy and just the parts that are underlined so you are clear on what I had to do for this problem. You hear me? So, there you go. Yeah. And where is it at? Okay. Come up. Initial strategy. Now, this is the problem you just read, right, Jalen? So you have to change the title, the name, and all that later, and those terms. But you see where it says 1S? Come down a little. Read that for me.
Solve the order pair x y using the system of equations via substitution method. Equation 1, 24 over 2 x. 20 over 2 y equals 18. Equation 2, 448 over 4x plus 30 over 2 y equals 12 over 2. First, we do all fractions in both equations. Next step would be to select either equation 1 or 2, then use algebra to solve for either x or y. In this example, I'll solve for x in equation 1 just to just get started. Next strategy would be to utilize the above partial solution for x as substitution for the x in the reduced version of equation 2 and utilize algebra once again to solve for y. Final strategy would be to utilize the complete solution for y to solve complete solution for x and partial solution for parting to indicate the order path for system equations. Find order path x and y for the system equation is negative 0.35 and 2.23.
So what you're going to work on for 10 minutes, to both of you, is, and you can stop sharing, Jalen, because I want to show him what we just did. But I want Jalen, you to start working on 2s using the notes I gave you. All right. Okay. So first thing you want to do is reduce all those fractions in 2s, and then follow my steps. You got to practice your algebra real quick. Okay. Coming to Carson, did you click on the link in the chat? I need you to share your screen so I can walk you through this. Oh, he got a skull on his chest. How about that? Carson, are you there? Your microphone's off. Okay, there you go. Okay. Now are you able to download the document and open it up as your own? Because you can't edit it that way. We're waiting for your computer to finish loading. You might want to turn your microphone on because I'm gonna have you read some things, get understanding of what to do.
All right.
Okay.
It's loading up.
Yeah, it's got to finish loading. That means your internet is not that fast. Once it loads all the way, you'll see a download button. Then you download it and open it up as your own, and you can edit it. You're gonna need to make it your own so you can put your name in there. Class is, everybody, physics. Let me put this in the chat so you'll know how to type it in. So it is second period, right? So you're gonna put physics, name of the class basically, in SB, with algebra. Okay, something's coming up I'm seeing on your screen. You should have a download option. It'll show up in a moment whenever your internet gets it there. And you might want to put it on your desktop so you can find it. Notice when Stucky put it in his downloads, he had a whole bunch of garbage in there, probably for gaming. It's hard to find at first.
Oh, not trash.
Dude, you had a lot of screenshots. Do whatever. That's garbage. My son does the same stuff. Have a seat. Work on that math. Mm-hmm. All them screenshots. Just tying up space. Good. You open it up in Word. So you're able to edit that, right, Carson?
Yeah.
So you want to change the name, and I put in the chat what the name of the class is. That goes for class. You guys got to type that in there. These are all points. Don't forget define and define there. You got to put the actual definitions of those words. Now, Carson, I want you to go through and read the strategies to do this problem. He's already trying to work it out. So scroll down, and you got to read each part to the final part, which is the final answer. So initial strategy, next strategy, keep going. So first read that one. Initial strategy is what?
Initial strategy, first reduce all fractions in both equations.
Okay, and you see how I did that, right?
Yeah.
And then next strategy is what?
would be would be to select either equation one or two and use algebra to solve for either x or y. In this example, I would solve for x in equation one to get us started.
Very good. You see how I did the algebra there?
Yeah,
Okay. If you don't understand it, you need to break out a piece of paper because this is algebra. It's not going to get easy. Next strategy.
would be to utilize above partial solution for x as a substitution for the x in the reduced version of equation two, and then utilize algebra once again to solve for y.
Okay. And you see how I took that above equation, I brought it down. That's what we saw for x from the algebra above. And then you see how I put that x inside of equation two. You see that there in yellow and green?
Right here.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure you understand how to do it because you got to do 2S using my strategy. Come down to final strategy.
One strategy would be to utilize the complete solution for y to solve for the com- complete solution for x and the partial solution from prior, and then indicate the order pair for this system of equations.
Very good. Final answer is read all that.
The order pair x, y for this system of equation is negative 0.35 and 2.23.
All right, comma 2 point. So that's like a coordinate, like an address. That's what system of equations is about. All right, scroll down. You see 2S. You guys are going to have 10 minutes to use my strategy. So if I were you and you get confused, I would go back to the top, copy that strategy, put it right underneath 2S, and then work it out the way I did. You guys got to, the first strategy is what? Reduce the fractions. To reduce something, you just divide. So for 5 points more, Carson, what is 2 divided by 2?
One.
You said what?
One.
Right. So your new part of that is going to be 1x or just x, right?
Yeah.
Minus what? Tell me what that becomes.
You said what?
Minus what?
Two.
To what? To
Two y.
y. Okay. Equals what?
10.
All right. So I want you to use my strategies and finish up as much as you can. All right. 10 minutes. You can stop sharing, Carter. You got 30 points. So give you 10 minutes, guys. You should be typing in your definitions. It shouldn't say Mike Tyler in 10 minutes. The simple things y'all should knock out first. And then use my strategy to try to finish up 2S. I gave you all the notes. And it's not hard. But you do have to master your algebra. All right? All right, so 10 minutes. And you have the objective and everything already. After 10 minutes, we're going to review it once more. So you might want to save my Bitmoji classroom as a bookmark so you can always open it up in class every day and navigate the course easily. Okay, Jalen Carson, it's time for share outs. But before we go there, I want to make sure that our SharePoint Bitmoji Classroom version is working. So I'm going to ask Carson, share your screen real quick. I want to make sure you can use this classroom correctly. You there, Mr. Carson?
Yeah, I'm about to know.
Okay. There you go. Okay, now you see the link I just put in the chat? Click on it. And again, you might want to bookmark this link because you're going to be using it every day. It's going to change on its own. So you never need to have to find it or worry about it. It's just going to change. So when I say go to the Bitmoji Classroom, you'll know, yep, save it as a bookmark or whatever you want to name it. But make sure you remember what it is because you're going to be using it every day. Now let's let it load. Make sure you know how to use it. And you're going to read pretty much the objective once I get you there. Okay, so it's coming up. Yeah, you want to turn your mic on because you got to read, right? I was going to say, you might want to turn that on. All right, let's see if it's still loading or not. Okay. You know when it comes all the way up. All right, I think it's taking way too long. So here's how we're gonna do this. Just show me your document instead. Let's see how much you got done with it. That's taking a long time. Shouldn't take that long. Okay. Okay, let's see where you left off. Oh, you started. Okay. Hold on, let's see what you got there. 1x, 2y, 10. Uh-huh. Okay, you doing it. Now you're doing the algebra part, looks like, right? I think I see that. Scroll down a little bit. I think you started off pretty good. You're solving for x, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you went somewhere. Okay, you moving too
I
fast.
put yours down here so I can see what to do.
Okay, you handling it. Okay, keep working because you know you got a lot of more steps to go. You can stop sharing, and I'm gonna share again and have you read something for me. You see my screen or no?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Uh,
One moment, I'm letting the screen load. Okay. Yes.
class will begin when
No, not that, Carson. 1 second. Trying to get to the objective and stuff for you. Go and then hold on. So today.
daily tasks.
No,
Student
no, 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 not yet, not yet. Almost. You'll see it pop up. Hold on, not this. Oh Lord, it's acting up today. Big time acting up. Okay, there you go, man.
Today's objective, students will be able to determine the order pair X and Y for a system of equations with two variables utilizing the substitution method. Classroom turn of the day is superposition. Word of the day is this discrepancy.
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 Very good. Okay. Now I'm putting in the chat something for you guys. It's going to be for Jalen to read. Jalen, you there? Stucky, you with us?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi went out for a bit.
Okay. And you see what's in the chat? It says townhouse.
Yeah, I see. Pounds and GGI's mentor, they loud, ain't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I can't hear you, my man. Close the door, son. It's a party. All right.
Oh yeah, Towns and Jesus mentor for all students, life class. Also, there are tons of awesome opportunities that students can take advantage of. Log in today and gain some extra credit for participating. See you there. Let's code later on today. Exam.
So here's where we're at. Looks like you guys got your participation points. Jalen, you have to share next so I can see how much you've gotten done. You should have done what Carson did. He reduced the fractions. He did some of the algebra. The exit slip portion, guys, you should have the definitions in there, your name, your date, and the class name. It should be all in there. So let's take a look at what you got going on, Jalen. Share your screen. Okay. Okay. Looks like you're getting it. Can you give me some more zoom on that, Jalen? You small.
Okay.
Where are you at? Where's your? How do you change the zoom there? Go to view. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's good. Okay.
I'm still working on it though, but yeah.
Okay, you getting it though. I need you to keep on going. Now here's the thing. You did something wrong already.
Yeah. Please tell me.
Yeah. Okay. So, dude, let's look at equation 1. Right? You reduced them, right? Okay. Now, what did you do to y there? So y, you reduced the fractions. I mean, equation 2, you got to do the reduce the fractions. You just took 2.23 from somewhere else. You can't do that. So all those other steps are not right. The first one is like, okay, so let's slow down and do this correctly. Just let you just copy and paste some notes. That's not going to work. So remove all of that and put equation 1, because that's not the right steps. You're just copying stuff. You got to look at the steps, though, and do them. Okay. Now, what is 2 divided by 2?
1.
Right. So that's x, right? Well, you can say 1x minus what?
Minus 4 with 2.
Which becomes what?
2.
2 what? 2y.
2y.
Equals 10. You see it? Okay, good. Now go down to equation 2 and remove that. That's not correct. All of that. That's not what y equals yet. You got to solve for y later on. All right. So negative 12 divided by 4. Reduce it for me. What does that become?
What's 12 divided by 4?
It's going to be negative, right? You get a minus sign there. So it's going to be minus what? X. What is it going? What's 12 divided by 4?
Negative 3.
Right. So it's going to be negative 3x, right? Okay. Plus what? Let's see if you can get this on your own. That's 15 over 2y. What is it going to become?
It's be 15 divided by 2.
Don't forget y is attached to it.
7.5.
7.5y.
Yeah.
Equals what? See if you can do this.
Equals 12 divided by 2.
That's negative 12 divided by 2. So it's going to be a negative number. What is that going to be? Go over there using a calculator.
-6.
Okay. I'm going to need you to get better with your multiplication tables. -6. All right. Now remove the rest of that because that's not correct. That other stuff you got underneath it. And I need you to go back to the strategy.
Don't lunch 8:11:30. Let your teachers know that you're talking to. Well, what time is this class though?
Really, in 11 o'clock.
And then the next class start what time?
Next class is at 1:30. So that's all the classes after that. I got 3 classes after first one.
Well, okay, I'm finna call.
So you got to remove equation 1, 1, 1, all those because that's not correct. You got to do some algebra, Jalen. I need you to look at the steps.
All right.
Okay. So do you see where it says strategies and stuff?
Up here?
Yeah. So go to the initial strategy. The very top.
Do you want to call that one?
All right. So you did that part, the initial strategy, you reduced your fractions, right?
Yeah.
Now you got to do the next strategy. I want you to copy the thing that says next strategy and do the algebra like I said. You can't just copy it. You have to do the algebra on those 2 equations you just got. So, yep. Go to copy. Come down. And, okay, so, okay, right. You're going to replace that. All right, paste. Okay. Now, you got to do the algebra on equation 1. All x.
Online at 11:30 because I'm going to my uncle's funeral.
Got it?
What'd you say, Miss Tyler?
All right, so back at the top. So do you see where it says
No problem.
next strategy, right? Scroll down a little more. Now, you see how I took that equation 1 and I started doing algebra on it. I need you to try some algebra on it as well. Okay? All right, so go down. You're going to copy equation 1.
Yeah.
Okay, come down to where it says next strategy underneath all that. Paste. And I want you to get x by itself using algebra, okay? All right, so give it a try. You can stop sharing. Now you just finished all the steps. All right, we're gonna review this objective one more time and then we're gonna get out of here or get ready for GGI. So Jalen, go ahead and read what's up there on the screen.
Today's back. Hold on. Students be able to determine the order pair XY for a system of equations with 2 variables utilizing the substitution method. Welcome. Clementine Day superposition. Word of the day is disparity.
Very good. Discrepancy. Very good. Discrepancy. There's going to be a discrepancy if you don't practice your algebra. So I need you to work on that. So Carson, you shared already. You got your points. I need everybody to click on the GGI link and save that as well. Bookmark the GGI link. When you guys participate in GGI, you get 5 to 10 points daily. So you need to go to GGI at 11:15 to 11:45, 30 minutes of your time, and participate in the GGI topic. All right, everybody see the link there? It says https://meet.google.com.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, make sure you bookmark it like you did before, Carson. And Jalen, do you have it? Because I haven't been seeing you in GGI lately.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, save it and bookmark it. I'll see you guys at 11:15. You're free to go stretch your legs, but try to go to GGI so you can get some extra points. You turn that assignment in as a PDF, guys, into ESB before 8 p.m. today. Get as much done as possible, okay?
All right.
All right, see you at GGI. Okay.